Hello, everybody. How's everybody here, YouTube land? Man, I sound like a 1950s DJ. How is everybody today? Today I'm going to talk about lost pets. However, let me get this flashlight adjusted. This is the magic light. Actually, it's just a plain mag light. Wow. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I just put a new battery in it. Okay. There it is on the shelf, aiming at the screen. I'm gonna see if I can get Spirit in the room to turn the light off. Spirit, if you're in the room with me, can I get you to take control of the light and turn it clear off, please? I may not have it adjusted completely right. I saw you had it flickering. I'm going to turn it off. Oh, you had it actually. Hang on. I'm going to let you have it again. I'll put it back down. There we go. I've got some other. There we go. We're going to separate it a little bit. All right. Spirit, if you are in the room, can I get you to turn that flashlight off, please? Kids and pets and Spirit don't always do what we want them to do when people are watching. Can I get you to turn the flashlight off, please, Spirit? You're working on it. Thank you. Whoa. If you can, turn it clear off. Okay, what I'm doing with the flashlight is I often put it on just to let you guys know that there's Spirit in the room. It's a plain mag light. We use those when we do our paranormal investigations. We set them up so that they are almost on. There it is. Spirit turned it clear off for me. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Every time that happens, I get the whoos. We set them almost to the on position, dialing it in with, twisting the top. We lay them down, and then we ask Spirit from the other side to communicate with us using the flashlights for yes or no's. I, as a psychic, can turn it on and feel that Spirit has the light, and then I ask them to turn it off, which is just a little different than what we do for paranormal research. This flashlight goes with me to all of my big group readings, any place that the public is. I set it up and ask them to turn it off when they get the, yeah, and it's back on. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Spirit's in the room. There's nothing, that's just like I said, it's just a mag light, simply a mag light. Just showing you, I can tell my clients that there's Spirit in the room, but unless you get some kind of validation, you're just going by my word. You can't make this crap up. Look, it's going off and on now. Okay, what I'm going to talk about today, what I started to talk about today was finding a lost pet. As a psychic, I am called on to find by my friends. Tina, do you know where I put my keys? I've misplaced my glasses. I often get, a bulk of my work is missing persons. I get a lot of requests to help out finding missing people. Everything from seniors who may have Alzheimer's and dementia who roam off, little children who may roam off, but for the most part, people who just turn up missing, and we don't have any, families don't have any answer. So today I'm going to talk to you about one of my most requested issues from people. They send me messages from all over the globe and say, can you help me find my missing pet? Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you acknowledging that is one of my most requested services. Lost pets are pretty easy. What you have to do as the pet owner, not as the homeowner, is to stay mentally connected to the dog. I want you to keep the same schedule you kept when the dog was home. You may have been searching for a while and you're back home and you're trying to get into a routine again and get back to work, because when a pet comes up missing, it's the same as losing a family member. And until you get some resolution, you've got sleepless nights, you can't concentrate at work. It's dangerous driving because you're worried about this pet. But I want you to just hang with me here for a minute and I'll explain this. Keep the mental connection to your pet. Go about your daily routine and talk to the pet as though it's beside you. Keep that conversation going. If you sit in the evenings and watch Jeopardy, and if that's the time you give Fido their treat to sit quietly with you, do that. Talk to them. Say, come on, we're going to watch Jeopardy tonight. Here, sit down. Whatever your thank you spirit. I got all kinds of lights blinking, and the mag light's back on. Thank you, spirit. Can I get you to turn the flashlight clear off again? Take your energy completely away from the light and turn it clear off. Don't want to? Did you see it blink? Okay. Thank you. They have turned it off. Sometimes spirit doesn't always answer when it comes to things like this because they can be perturbed that these things are like parlor tricks and party tricks. Yep, see, absolutely confirming it. Back to the pet though. Keep that routine in your head. Talk to Fluffy in your head. If your nighttime routine is, talking to that dog and getting it ready to come to bed, continue to do all of that same routine in your head. And even speaking it out loud, if people around you aren't going to think that you're nuts. But what you're doing is you're putting a vibration out there. Your pet is already linked to you mentally. They know and feel and see things that we don't. They have that mental connection with us already. But by you keeping that in their absence, you're keeping that link to the dog. You're keeping that memory alive. I had a case, it's been a couple years ago now. It was a very, very valuable. It was a $10,000 coonhound that took off and went missing. It was a very rural community, way back in the woods. The man's house was way back a long lane, and his dog just roamed off. It was very out of the ordinary. It was an older dog. She was about 8 or 10 years old, if I can remember right. And the dog roamed off. A very, very good-looking dog. Now, literally somebody a few miles away found the dog, let it in, and got attached to it. They didn't know this fellow was looking for the dog. They just found a dog. They just kept it well, kept it fed, and then they fell in love with the dog. It happens. When people take in a stray, sometimes they get attached. Well, as they adopted a new routine, the original owner continued to keep that connection. Every night he said, come on, Fluffy, let's go watch Jeopardy. He did his daily routine and kept a flowing conversation going with the dog. At about 6 months after the man had lost his dog, I believe the people that found it and were sheltering it accidentally left the door open. They turned it loose and he took off. I don't know how it actually did partake, but after 6 months, that dog went home. So if you have a missing pet, please don't give up. Try this exercise. Stay connected to the dog, because if they get the opportunity, they will come back where they're loved and protected. And that's all they ask from us is unconditional love. So if you lose a pet, Don't panic. It works for cats also. If you have a lost cat, you can do this. Try to keep the same mindset, keep that connection, and stay connected. All right, you guys, that is the my advice. That is top-notch psychic advice on how to retrieve a lost animal and how to keep that connection and bring Fluffy home. All right, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up right now, and I never leave without sending you love and light. Till next time, guys.